How's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of the PRA podcast. Today, I am wanting to just talk about a few things. It's not going to be a very long episode, um, but I wanted to talk about how we all cope and deal with death. The reason why is because this February has been very trying on my family and I. My grandpa-in-law passed away a couple weeks ago. And my dog just passed away this morning. Woke up at about 12:30 a.m. and she wasn't feeling good the night before, so I kind of had her just sleeping on my jacket because she normally likes to sleep on me and with me. But we were trying to train the dogs not to be so dependent on sleeping in the bed. Um, so I just put her on my jacket because she wasn't feeling too well. And I woke up this morning out of nowhere and I went to go pet her to make sure that she was okay, and I felt like some wetness, but as I was like sort of like feeling, it wasn't her nose, and I was kind of like, wait, what's going on here? Grabbed my phone, wanted to see where she was and kind of what she was looking like, and at that moment rigor mortis had already set in, and it was really hard. And then on top of that, my grandpa is not doing so well either, and we're going to go visit him here pretty soon, because we're not sure how much longer he has as well. But the real message that I'm wanting to convey here is, how do you cope? How do you cope with death? Because one thing that is really hard to accept is how short life is. It's hard to accept that you have to let go of certain people, because you don't want to. And it's almost selfish, because if they're in pain, then you would want them to stop suffering, right? So I think that that's one really hard thing for a lot of people, is to accept that they're actually gone. And even when it is sudden and they're not in pain or whatever the case is, it's still tragic. But at the same time, I was talking to my wife about this, and it's hard to have faith in these moments because you don't know what the bigger picture is. But I think that that is what the bigger picture is faith. Like, because you don't know what the grand scheme of things is. But in order to kind of like hang on to your sanity, I almost feel like you have to have this sense of just faith backed something, you know? Because when you let go of somebody, you don't want to think about the fact that you're letting them go for no reason. That's, I think, the hardest part. And I think that the people that can grieve correctly and deal with death correctly are the ones who can find forgiveness and acceptance in the grand scheme of things. And that leads me to sort of like the next approach on here, which is, do you process correctly? Because one of the first things that, like, I think people sort of go to and go towards and gravitate towards a little bit more is just to be strong. Like, I got to be strong. I got to hold back my tears. I got to be strong for everyone, right? Like, I cannot show weakness in these moments. I cry like a little baby. Like, I mean, because I think that however you grieve needs to be in a healthy way. I think that for us to be strong is to be our most vulnerable. Because what else is there? Because when you are trying to be strong and hold on to emotion, you're becoming heavier. And you're doing a disservice to those around you because you're not your best self in those moments. You can't make decisions out of fear. You can't make decisions out of stress. You have to be clear-headed enough to think about things in a peaceful and and in a much easier way. But I just wanted to leave you guys with that. My wife just got back home now, and I just really wanted. I got to get ready for work, and I got to deal with all this stuff going on. But I mainly wanted to get on here because I wanted to just kind of put it in your guys' head that, like, everybody has their day, um, but you need to be able to accept it. You need to be able to process correctly, talk, open up, connect with people. Don't be shy and don't hold things in. But sorry about all the audio stuff, guys. But yeah, short episode this time around. Good vibes though. Good vibes all around. And if anybody around you is sick, or if you guys are dealing with death yourselves, I extend to you, my good vibes. And please don't hesitate to reach out if you need somebody. All right. But peace out, guys. Thank you for listening.